What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 64 of The Rundown. As always, I am Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development. Filling in for Chris Cousins tonight is the Commissioner, owner, David Duncan. As always, David I don't ever call you David. I don't know why I started saying that. Thanks for joining in and filling in for Chris. Well, he's not feeling well tonight, so we're filling in for him. Hope you feel better, Chris, and hope you're back soon. But anyways, welcome to episode 64. As always, we are powered by the PFA, for the players, by the players. Make sure you check out Trinity Trifecta, the official uniform provider of the PFA and its teams, as well as the Rundown and family shows. Dunk, how you feeling tonight, man? What's up? How you been this week? I know you got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm trying to handle. Come with the territory. You know, I see a little bit of hate. Seen some comments today. You know, we getting pinpointed on some stuff that really don't got nothing to do with us per se. But hey, man, you know, when you up there at the top, man, it's come with the territory, so it's all good.
Always got haters. They need more sugar for that haterade.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're right, man. People just they point fingers because they see something that it's not necessarily the league's fault or to do with the league, but whoever is associated with the league, kind of guilty by association type deal, I guess, how they feel. But we'll talk more about that later if you want. But yeah, welcome to episode 64. We're moving right along. We're going into week 8. Is that week 8? Yeah, week 8 of the season. It's getting down to the last couple weeks, Dunk, and things are starting to shape up. Of course, the 3A looking like it's going to be the Rams and the Ravens, of course. But the 2A, it's anybody's race. And this weekend, there's important games, some playoff implication games. We'll get into that later. But first, let's check out the highlights from last week's Rivals Live Game of the Week. We're going to watch that, and we'll be right back with episode 64 of The Rundown. Hey, Drew Mitchum, what's up? And we are back to episode 64. Thanks to Rico and Rivals Live, our director of creative media, for that little Cliff Notes version of the game of the week that he sends us. We appreciate that, and great work as always.
I ain't
You're
gonna lie.
welcome, Takar. You're welcome, sir. I told you they were on their way. I told you, buddy. I told you they were on their way.
Hey, Takari, for real, bro. I hear a lot of positive about you, bro, especially on that football field, man. They say you a dog, like nonstop motor, like you that guy. I watched you. You were doing your 1-2 and shit, though. I lock in with you, brother. Like you might annoy me from time to time, but you a hell of an athlete, bro. I want to give you your flowers while we're on this joint. So I just want to say that. And shout out to the Force, man. There was some good ass hits in that game, dog.
That was a close game. A little chippy at the end.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a rivalry game, I guess, because they're both in the same, area.
Not a rivalry just yet.
Not yet, but something that could be built in a rivalry. But it was a low scoring game, and looked like it came down to that. If that guy wouldn't have got that return on that blocked kick or whatever that was for that 2 points, man.
Mm-hmm.
Takari, I thought you had 2 awards.
I don't know.
I swear you had 2 awards, but maybe not.
Don't do too much.
Tripping.
Don't do too much.
I'm tripping.
Do too much.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I won the year before, though. You know what I'm saying? Like not this season.
Gotcha. All right, well let's talk about some recaps, man. I'm getting better at this graphics with this AI stuff. It came out a lot better this week than they did last week. But the date's wrong. What the hell, AI? What the hell? Anyways, ignore that date. It's supposed to be 6/13, but something always goes weird. I got all these pop-ups saying that someone was logged into my computer, and I know that's not true because Chris's brother put virus protection on there that the government probably couldn't hack. So,
Jimenez, what's up, my boy? What's the word, bro?
Hey, Coach, what's up? Good meeting you at the game a couple weeks ago, man. Nice to put a face with a name once in a while. I wish I would have been able to get out more, but let's talk about it, man. This was another game. I heard from both sides that this was the funnest, cleanest game that they have played in a long time. I heard that from Mikey, the owner of the Bills, and I heard that from Coach Mack as well. Both, like I said it before, I'll say it again. The Bandits, Coach Mack over there at the Bandits camp, he's a great guy, great coach, great team. They're doing good things over there. And Mikey's, as always, Bills are doing great things. So this was a hell of a game. I wish I could have seen it live because it came down to the wire again, man. And congrats to Bandits for pulling out the win. And they go to 4-3.
Solid game. Great. Got nothing but positivity from it. Bandits beat a 3A team, even with the injuries, losing their 2 middle backers, they 2 predominant backers.
Yeah.
And it's you and their leaders, right? These were captains, these were leaders, these was like the generals of the defense. So it's tough to really fill those shoes, man. I hope that those 2 individuals, get healthy and heal up. That's a big thing, man. I don't want anyone to get hurt doing this. I know we got lives outside of this. We got families, people that care about us. We got bills, right? Like you gotta make some money. So, shout out to the Bandits, man. They trying to make that good run right now. So, and shout out to the Bills, man. They gonna do some little traveling soon, but we making it through, man. But hell of a game to both of these franchises.
Definitely, and like you said, best of luck to the two guys that got hurt at the Lima game. I know one broke his tibia and fibula, and it made me cringe because I'm recovering from a broken ankle, and it's have a
Yeah.
broken leg and an ankle. That's a double whammy, man.
That's Dakari, man. Big ups to Dakari, man. I hope he get better, man. I know he was sad about it, man. It was a sight to see, So
Definitely. The Detroit Ravens and the Metro Detroit Raiders, 42-0. I mean, really can't. I mean, it is what it is. It's the Ravens doing what the Ravens do. Thought the Raiders would put up a little bit more of a fight, but it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, Ravens is on a mission right now. Mind you, I still got two open dates. I got June 27th. I got July 11th. Come holler at me. Let's get these filled. We can politic, go from there. As far as this game concerned, I mean, ain't really much to say. I know the game didn't fully finish. I believe it was 3 to 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and either the team quit or the refs kind of like threw it in or whatever the case may be. But big ups to the Ravens. That's all I can say, and to the Raiders, just finish strong.
Yep. I mean, they'll bounce back, I'm sure. And Michigan's getting another Raiders team next year, apparently, West Michigan Raiders. But
big ups to the West Michigan Raiders, man.
Talked about that later. Motor City Rams versus the Hurricanes, man. This was a close game, 12-8. Rams were could have went the other way. So, but yeah, ups to the Rams for coming out, pulling out the win, and staying undefeated. Getting ready for that big matchup coming up this week. We'll talk more about that later on in our previews for Week 8. But yeah, I mean, this game seemed like a defensive game.
Great game. I watched it. Shout out to both franchises. Paige once again doing some phenomenal work over there. Coach Jackson and Coach New, they over there doing some phenomenal work too with the Rams. So this was something that the culture definitely needed. In the long run, these are the type of games that you live for. These type of games that you want. Close games, good competition. A little bit of football talk in between. So it's definitely something that we look forward to and would like to have more of.
Definitely. Like you said, Hurricanes are doing good things over there. Paige, the owner, has been around for a couple years. I think they've been around for at least 4 or 5 years. I know they were
Hurricanes probably about 10.
Oh, okay. I know they were in the league. The Fort Wayne Wolverines or the Tigers, wherever they were at the time, played in, and so I think it wasn't the BGFL. It was before the MDFL, whatever it was named before that, I think. But on to the next game. We got the Glass City Tigers defeating the Ohio Bears. Man, Ohio Bears are showing up and playing some hard football as well. They can't seem to pull that out and win. But shout out to them for taking this game and showing up and playing football.
Yeah, once again, big ups to the Bears over in Tri Point. Shout out to Kurt. Shout out to Damone. Ultimately, like, they took 2 good games. They took the Motor City Rams, top 3 in the country, and they took on the Glass City Tigers, definitely top 3 in the country. Taking on this type of competition is always going to help you. It's other things that you can gain from playing competition outside of just a win. Mm-hmm. And I believe the Bears learned a lot the week before playing the Motor City Rams, and then having to come in and play a tough Glass City Tigers and having to score this close. This is a testament to the Bears, man. So good luck to them on their season as well.
Definitely. They're definitely on the door knocking because they've put up some good games, So, like you said, ups to them and the Tri Point and Kurt over there. And on to the next game, we have, Lima Warriors and the Grand Rapids Surge. Another shootout, low-scoring game. I didn't get to watch much of the games this last weekend. But man, congratulations to the Surge for pulling that out. Come on, Lima, you're killing me. You're killing me You're killing me this season, man. I keep rooting for you, but you keep hanging on by a thread and not pulling it out. But great, congrats to the Surge Rondo over there at the Surge and his guys for the win.
Yeah, hell of a game, man. Lima traveled about 4 hours due to traffic. Good thing they left at like 10 a.m. But to my knowledge, they didn't get there till like 4:30. So we talking about like a good 4 to 6 hour, trip to Grand Rapids, which they can't help traffic and construction. So, but to have a score this close against a league champion, Sunshine Bowl national runner-up, and to go to their house and lose by 2 points. And I watched a little bit of the game, and there was some mental mistakes there. And I think with the injury, kind of like threw people off a little bit over with Lima. But no takeaway from the Surge. They was able to secure the win. And, ultimately, like these, once again, it's the type of game that you want. You want these nice, good, close games to see who really wanted more.
Right. They got a big test coming up. Both teams coming up in week 8. We'll talk more about that. But definitely an important game for the Lima Warriors coming up this week. Next game we have is the Flag City Phantoms and the Columbus Fire, which didn't happen. Phantoms get a 21-0 forfeit win. Fire couldn't find refs, apparently. That's the last rumor I heard. Don't know if that's what it was, but definitely disappointing that the Phantoms didn't get to go actually play a game. But nonetheless, they still get the 21-0 win and a much-needed rest. I don't know, man. It's just a lot of this going around this year for some reason. A lot of not just one league. It's not just isolated to the one league. It's several leagues having issues with just random stuff, and it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, man, Flag City just gotta keep on pushing, keep on moving.
Big game this week against the Bandits. The last game, we already saw the highlights of this from Game of the Week, but the colors are all different. What the heck is going on? I swear. Anyways, I swear I told ChatGPT to switch the colors around, and it didn't. Messed up my logos down at the bottom. Man, get the hang of it eventually. Anyways, the Flint Fury pull out the 8-6 win. A very much needed win for the Fury to stay up in that 6th spot, or actually they might have moved up to the 5th spot, but I can't remember. I have to look at the standings. But congratulations to Coach Charles over there, and like you said, and we've been saying all season, Dunk, the force of man, they go and they play. They just haven't pulled out. They haven't been able to get that official win yet, but they do come and play, and they play hard and they hit hard. So you're right, Javante. The world dealing with inflation. Pro advancement is too. I use pro advancement, not semi-pro, but same. I get what you're saying though. But yeah, it's just one of those years that we're just dealing with some odd stuff, man. But that's
solid little game from them though. Solid game from both, So
yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Charles over there with the Fury. He trying to make that good run. So, we're gonna wish him the best. Hopefully he can get to that jump. Great game.
Definitely a defensive game, Rico, and thanks for your coverage of it.
Big up Rico Poole. Rico Poole, man, great addition to the PFA front office, man, for sure.
But that's going to do it for our Week 7 recap. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with more of the episode 64, the rundown. Stay tuned. welcome back to episode 64. I am Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development, and joining me as co-host is Mr. David Duncan, Commissioner, owner of the PFA. Shout out to the people in the chat. I see you guys. What's up, Jimmy? See you next year, Force, is what he said. Definitely, that'd be a good matchup, honestly. But yeah, great week of football. Like I said earlier, we're getting closer to the end of the regular season. It seems like it just started, Dunk, and we're already in week 8. But then it seems like it's never going to get to week 10 sometimes, doesn't it?
Man, I'm just ready, man. I'm ready.
You know, I look forward to the kickoff every year, and then I'm just like, oh, my head hurts. But anyways, you know, I still keep going because, you know, that's what we do. It's what we do when we care about something. So, but let's see. Go here. All right. So actually, I'm gonna play this quick preview of this game right now. So we're gonna take a look at this, and thanks to Rico from Rivals Live for making it, and we'll be right back.
Shout out to the Ravens, man. Number 1 team in the nation, man. People steady talk about what they did. Tell them talk about what they felt. Because we gave boys the work. We gave them boys the build.
And this really is, in my eyes, number 1 versus number 2 in the country. But you know, this is definitely the game of the week coming up for week 8. You got the Motor City Rams 7-0. You got the Detroit Ravens 7-0, and this is definitely a preview of what could be the 3A championship game for this year. Not saying counting the Bills out, but this is definitely what everybody's probably picking to be the championship game, and rightfully so. We got 2 of the best teams in the country facing off, and it's going to be a battle. I don't know, man. It's just going to be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, I even seen somebody, you know, shout out to the 3 Bleezies. They was like, yo, if it wasn't a championship being played this weekend over here on the East Coast, we'd have pulled up to Detroit. Everybody want to see this matchup across the country. Like, I don't think people really understand that. Like, and to deep dive on it a little bit, I want y'all that are playing for these franchises to realize what y'all represent. You know, what y'all are a beacon for the youth. Y'all are a beacon for other athletes, right? Like, y'all are a beacon for pro advancement football across the nation, right? Like, people really look up to these 2 teams, you know, and their players, right? Like, people want to see these type of matchups. I think y'all have to understand the level of respect that y'all have garnered over a course of time, especially the Rams specifically, because they've done it in a matter of 3 years.
Right.
Top in the country in a matter of just a few years, winning nationals, winning the PFA, winning a national bowl game, you know, winning a tournament, Midwest tournament. Like, there are so many things to be proud of in that time frame, right? Like, this is where respect for what you've built has to take place, right? Like nothing
Right.
else matters but what you have built. And the only one that can tear down what you've built is you. That go for like I'm saying this like to both franchises, like Ravens, 21 years in the game. 21. You got teams that don't even last a season, don't even start a season.
Right. Can't even get out of the preseason.
Can't even get a field, can't even get refs, can't even get the city behind them, the community behind them. Like, I want to take a moment to give these franchises their praise because what y'all have accomplished and what y'all are doing currently is very few teams have done it. You got the Brooklyn Seminoles, right? They've been around for quite a while, multiple championships, right? You got the Racing Raiders, multiple championships, the second oldest pro advancement franchise in the world, right? You have the first
Right.
is the Watertown Red and Black, which they were founded in like 1889, 1898, something like that. You know what I mean? And they're still around. Shout out to them over there in the NFA. They down there playing some good ball. I just want y'all to realize what y'all represent, and it got to be bigger than yourself. It got to be bigger than your ego. It has to be bigger than what happened outside of this, or what y'all typing online or whatnot. So I really want this game to go according to plan, which is great. I don't really. Let me say this. I don't give a damn who wins. I don't care. What I care about is actually playing the game the way it's supposed to be played on the level that it should be played on.
Right.
That's it. That's it. Nothing else matter, man. But continuing that legacy, continuing on that viewership, right? Because everybody view y'all and they think of y'all like at the summa cum laude, top of the food chain, and we got to maintain that presence. It's a matter. You got, shout out to the Indy Bison. Indy Bison been around for 3-4 years too and has accomplished monumental things. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want y'all to really take the game serious, but understand what it is that y'all have at stake with this game. This game has to be flawless, man. You know what I mean? So I'll touch more on it later on, but that's what I want to say about this.
Definitely in the week, and I know a lot of people will be tuning in to the games, lives and stuff this weekend for this game. So I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome of that game. On to the next game. We have the Michigan Bills traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Broncos. This is a good matchup, man. I like this matchup. The Broncos, great organization. Jimmy and his guys over there. You got Michigan Bills, Mikey and Michigan Bills organization. Well, this is a good game. Best of luck to both teams, but got to go with the Bills pulling this one out this weekend. So don't disappoint me, Bills. You gotta get that win.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Jimmy, man. I want to throw something out there. Jimmy Melton gets like unnecessary hatred for no reason. Like I
don't get it.
I see the post. Jimmy is the only person that when I say I got the Ravens, I ain't even got to ask him to play. He'd be like, don't give me the Ravens. Don't let me play this part. Let me play that team. You know what I mean? And he'd travel. He'd get on the road. He don't care. He'll host. He don't care. Like Jimmy gets so much smoke for no reason. And shout out to the Cleveland Broncos. Two teams came together, made one, regardless of what what the record is. They're playing good football. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
and they're playing some good competition. But we got to stop. Like, because you're not willing to do what someone else is, you can't chastise them for it. You know what I mean? Like big up yourself, man, and just go from there. You know what I mean? And shout out to the Bills. The Bills, Mikey sometimes get a lot of hate too, man. Whether he bring it on himself or whether he don't, you feel me? Like, that's subjective. But, shout out to the Bills. The Bills have accomplished monumental things in the time they've been around. They got a national under their belt. They got a Midwest tournament underneath their belt. They got a Midwest tournament runner-up. They got they have things that they have accomplished, and it's a little bit more difficult for them at times. And I mean, they're going against good competition week in and week out. It's not like this not a team. If you threw the Bills in the middle of like nowhere, they'll dominate. I promise you. You know what I mean? People kind of tend to not understand the dynamics of that, but shout out to Mikey, shout out to Jimmy, do your thing. Shout out to Jermaine over there at the PAFL. I know that this is last year doing it. He not coming back to this sport, and I don't blame him. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't blame him.
No, honestly,
But shout out to him for filling some gaps for me, man. And we working together in the time frame that he was here, man. Love you, brother. Appreciate you.
This game it doesn't look like an important. You look at the records and people will probably go, "Oh man," but this game is a highly important game for both teams, really, because the Force are looking in the playoffs right now. They're number 7. And right above them is the Lima Warriors. To hold on to that 6th spot, Lima, you need to get this win. So I think this is going to be a good game. The Force are going to come out and hit hard like they always do, and hopefully Lima hits back and it's a good game. And somebody's got to win, obviously. So best of luck to both teams, and we'll see how the cards fall when this game is over, because this definitely has playoff implications. So I'm looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Force. I like the Force. The more and more I watch them, the more and more I see how scrappy they are. How much they actually do desire. They're looking good in the Trinity uniforms. You feel me?
Right.
They're first-year franchise, so they're going to have a lot of bumps and bruises. Depending on, the situation. And they joined a league that has a lot of expectations, for Lima. They always meet every expectation. I got no issues with Lima, man. Lima is just, I love Lima to death. I want them to be so successful, so bad, dog. Like, they are literally the epitome to a degree. Like business-wise, they own it. Extreme on point. Facilities on point, everything on point, uniforms on point, leadership on point. It's just like they got to get over that hump, man. But they, like you stated, they need this game, and so do the Force, though. They both need this game. So this is going to be a very, very important game for both franchises.
Really, the Force need to win out the rest of the season to even have a chance to get that 6th spot. So we'll see how it goes. We're in week 8. They got 3 games left. Lima's holding on to that spot. They got to do something to keep those spots. But I will say something. I met Karen for the first time in person a couple of weeks ago when I dropped off the awards, and I truly felt like Green Giant standing next to her, because I'm so tall and she's only like she's a short lady.
I love Karen.
She's
man.
Awesome. I was glad to get to meet her finally.
Yeah, big up to Karen, man. Big up to Karen.
Yeah. So I got to meet a lot of the players from both sides. Got to meet Aaron Sanders for the first time. I've known him for like 4 years and never met him in person. So it was kind of nice for the few minutes I was there. So on to the next game. Hurricanes taking on Flint Fury, man. This is another game that I'm hoping is a good, strong, good play game. I know Charles over there at Flint always tries to do that with his guys and make sure they're playing hard and stuff. So shout out to Paige for taking this game. This is an important game for the Fury too. They gotta get that win so they can keep moving up in that spot.
Yeah, man. Charles getting it together, piecing it together. I know he had some injuries in the beginning. They're playing a lot of football. They're playing some good football. I think it's helping them gel. They're getting the right pieces together. This will be a challenge for them at the crib. I want them to understand that the necessity behind this and what they need to do for this. So, in the hindsight, the Hurricanes has showed us that they are real. They are serious. They are a extremely good team in the state of Michigan, for sure, without a doubt. Now, I don't think that's been in question. They've never been a soft team. So This will be a good test. Will be a good game. Just hey, buckle up your chin straps, baby, and get to it. That's it.
That's for sure. This game would have been my pick for game of the week if we had two A and 3A. But another important game. The Bandits are at number 2 right now. The Phantoms are trying to knock on that door to get up a little higher in the seeding with a couple weeks left. This is going to be a great game. Bandits got to travel to the Phantoms. I'm sure they will travel pretty well. So we'll see how this game goes, man. I like this game. It's gonna. We got a bunch of great games this weekend, man. I can't pick just one. Bunch of great ones.
Yeah, coming down to the wire. This right here this is a tall tale right here. Both at 4 and 3. It's one of them games, and they aren't no stranger from one another. They played last season, and shout out to Mac for filling the gap for us with a crossover when he was in the GMFC. And the Bandits fell slightly short. They always felt like they let that game get away from them. So this is kind of like a slight redemption for them as well. They'll be playing in Toledo. So it's a nice little game for. I think this game will be a lot better than most expect.
JJ Shep says got Bandits by 6 going to be close. I agree with that, and that might be a pretty close line too.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Rapids Surge versus the Glass City Tigers. The Surge have got a couple wins in a row. They came out, they got that close win against Lima. They're going to play one of the top 2A teams in the country, in the Glass City Tigers. So they're going to have to show up. They're going to have to play some good football to pull off this upset victory, man. But like I said, another great game. It's going to be. I wish I had 12 monitors to watch all the games at the same time, because there's a lot of games going on that are great games.
Yeah, and the beautiful part I love about the PFA, man, we really are bringing teams together that have never played one another. These two teams have never met. Both went to Florida on 2 separate occasions, one in January, one in February. One was a league champion and an MBSC champion. The other one went through a tournament, went through a nice little gauntlet, made it through, went to Orlando, while the other went to Miami. I can't say enough about Glass City and just being on the road all season, dog. Like, not being able to have a field. Mind you, myself and Mikey, shout out to Mikey with the Bills, was able to get them a home field where they'll be playing at Cody in Detroit. So that game will be held at Cody in Detroit. So definitely, I seen a little, be seeing a little talking stuff sometimes. Sometimes these players be talking out of turn too quickly, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they do have a field. They are going to host. It will not be in Toledo, though. It will be in Detroit, but they will be the home team. Han is over there, putting a lot of things together, getting everything situated. I'm just happy to be able to help them get a field. Once again, shout out to Mikey. And on top of that, Tigers rolling, man. The only loss is to the number 1 team in the nation. Like, how can you can't argue that? They went out the league and then playing NBSE easily 13-1. Easily 13-1. Easily. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely a shot at a national championship for like big time shot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, like, I almost want to say, and it ain't because I sit on these boards and I help with these rankings, and I'm telling you, I'm seeing the body of work to travel 10 games in a regular season. You got people who complain about going 40 minutes down the street and they only got an 8-game schedule and they only got 3 travel games. They are traveling 10 times. Even hosting this game is not at home. It's in Detroit. That's not even in the same state that they from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, shout out to the Tigers, shout out to the Surge, what can you do? What can you say for real? You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to this game.
Should be a good game. Definitely a good game. that is our Week 8 preview of the PFA season. We're going to take a look at some standings here. This is what the standings look like as of now. I didn't finish all the plus minuses, but you get the drift. See where Lima and the Force are pretty close, and Grand Rapids and FCP are pretty close. So they're important games for pretty much everybody.
Is that a Flag City Phantom loading next to GCT?
What?
Is that a Flag City Phantom next to GCT?
Oh shit! What, man? I'm sorry. That's my fault. That's what happens when you let you're trying to do three things. I'm trying to work, and I'm trying to do podcast stuff. There we go. We'll switch it to one that's right.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's pretty much cut and dry for the 3A.
Yeah, it's pretty
here's
simple.
the pick'ems for this week. For me and Dave and Chris Cousins. Chris Dotson's been busy, so he hasn't been able to send in his things. But Chris is up above us by 2 points, looking for that three-peat champion. We'll see if he can hold on to that. But yeah, let's try to have a little fun with the front office sometimes, you know.
Hey, check this out, man. I want to talk to y'all athletes for a second, man. I need y'all to really lock in. And what I mean by that is y'all signed up for this. Being broke is not an option playing this sport. Having a lack of dedication is not an option for this sport. Not being able to be accountable is not an option for this sport. At what point do we stop talking crazy on the internet? And I'm gonna be quite frank with you. You know, when do y'all realize that the street BS got to stay in the street? At least for the weekend. If you want to do it on the weekend, during the week while you maneuvering through the hood, swinging, doing whatever you do, that's cool, right? Like, do you, bro? I ain't knocking that, but can y'all give me one day a week where it ain't no gangster shit going on? Ain't nobody bringing no guns to no damn fields because you got a permit. Just let y'all know, I've been in law enforcement for 15 years. I know all this shit, right? Just because you got a concealed carry license, which I want y'all to understand, the very first word of that is concealed. All it does is allow you to conceal. It is not a license to kill.
Right.
Y'all got to stop thinking because you got a gun that they just stopped making yours when they made yours. That was it. They just made yours and they stopped. Like, everybody not right up here. And when y'all doing all this trolling and talking sideways and blah, 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 some people can't handle that for real. And there's some people that's really about that, though, for real. Like, I don't think y'all understand the dynamics, right? Like, don't go losing your life because you want to talk hard on the internet.
Right.
At some point, you got to be a man, though, right? And being a man don't mean you got to prove yourself to another man, though, right? Being a man meaning what it means to you, whether it's taking care of yourself, your hygiene, paying your bills on time, you know, being cognizant of your life, you know, wanting more for yourself. Being a man ain't paying no broad's bills, bro. It ain't, you know, oh, I took a girl out, I paid for the whole bill. Like, that don't make you a man. Paying for another person's bills ain't making you a man, though. Like, you got to define what a man is for you, though. And it can't be, I got to prove myself to the next man. Y'all got to stop this gangster shit, bro. Like, right. I be watching, like, y'all really arguing on the internet, bro? Over what, bro? Like, y'all really on that type of time? Like, I promise you, and I'm going to say this to y'all, it really be, like, I seen somebody type something on the Michigan page, like, I see the, you know, blah, 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 got bit by the PFA bug twice. Like what?
I seen that, and I'm like, that doesn't.
Bro, it's
Like,
not even a PF, but I understand, bro. You was a part of another league that no longer exists, so you feel some type of way because the PFA came in here and basically took over and elevated this mug. I feel some type of way too, my baby. But understand something though, bro. Like I ain't doing nothing but positivity. Period. I took something and ran with it that I didn't even necessarily create. I didn't create the PFA. I was just a regular commissioner. There was another guy who owned it. He fumbled the rock. I picked it up and scored.
Right.
Simple, plain. I'm not even gonna go into no details. But I need y'all to understand that y'all signed up to play a sport. Y'all ain't signed up here to shoot each other. Y'all ain't signed up here to threaten each other. Y'all didn't sign up to be the toughest guy. Like that don't win no football game, bro.
yeah, I just need to stop all that shit, man. It's,
Like it's getting monotonous and it's actually kind of falling down on me, low key. Like I'm catching strays because of y'all actions.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want y'all to take this lesson and just apply it to your everyday life. Like, understand that the things that you do don't just affect you or the people close to you or the people that you love. It affect complete strangers, dog. Like people you
Right.
will never meet or never see. Your actions can affect other people, man. Like, and listen, I ain't here to preach to y'all, right? I got a history. I believe it or not, bro, I come from the same struggles. I just decided not to let those struggles dictate me as a man, though, as a father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've realized that something had to mean more for me than just trying to impress other grown men. I ain't trying to impress none of y'all, bro. You feel me? But at some point, you got to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough for me to give y'all a platform. Prime example, okay? You know,
That's true, Daniel. Very true.
I'm not gonna say too much, but I went to another celebrity's crib. We chopped it up. I got a good connect where I could use the Miami Dolphins stadium, right? Whenever I decide to pull the trigger, I'm in there, right? I don't even want to do it because look at how y'all act at home. Imagine me hosting something in Miami, Florida, where I live, bringing y'all down here, and with your luggage, you done brought the ham with you. You done brought the drugs with you. You, this ain't even football. You done turned this into your own agenda. Like, it's tough because if you go into an NFL stadium and embarrass me, bro, I will, man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It'll get like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna have no mercy for real on that level.
I wouldn't.
Like,
And the thing is, the sad thing is you want to do this stuff first, but it's always one person that fucks it up, and then it just makes you not want to do it. You know, because of one person or just two people, whatever the case may be. Not from just seeing the stupid stuff that's going on that happens. It's crazy. Like I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to put your name. I wouldn't want to put my name on something and have it, just jacked all up. Come to your field in Miami and just act a fool.
Right.
You know.
Listen, bro, I ain't even on that type of time for real. And in all honesty, dog, bro, like, we got to do better, man. I ain't gonna lie, we got to do better. And it's like we getting laughed at by. Let's keep it real. We getting laughed at by other races too, bro. Like this ain't even cool for real, bro. It's tough, dog. Like
Henderson said, you should be charging these guys per hour for therapy. well,
I'm just saying,
he
they ain't gonna listen.
He could bill them, but we don't know if he'd get paid. That's the problem.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. And to be honest with you, though, like I know this. I know what I be talking about falling on deaf ears, but I say this though. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be quite frank with it. I didn't become wealthy and successful and well known and been on TV and been a police officer for 15 years in law enforcement doing my 1-2. I'm a fantastic father. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a great friend. You know what I mean? Like I love like people. I love to be around good people. Like I'm not some like lame, corny no, that ain't me, bro. Like I came from the slums of Jamaica. I came from the hood of Cleveland, the fifth most dangerous city in America. I live in Miami currently, and I pay a lot of money to live here. You understand what I'm talking about? Consecutive. I've been here 6 years. Like, so I must be doing something right. My mindset got to be in the right place for me to be where I'm at today. So if I'm speaking to you and I'm kicking this knowledge and I'm giving this information, I'm giving this wisdom, you ain't got to take it. But when I go to sleep at night and I pray to God and, I thank him for allowing me to be safe for, for the whole day, and I'm able to rest my eyes and pray that I'm able to wake up the next day to do it again. I want people to understand that this come from the heart. This come from the soul. This come from my spirit. Like, that's all it is. I don't have no hidden agenda. I'm not here to backlash you or degrade you or demoralize you. I'm really here to like uplift you and tell you what you need to hear. So if you don't hear it, that's solely on you. I don't care. You feel me? I'm gonna be good. I can go pull money out the bank. I can fill my gas tank up, bro. I can go eat some motherfucking lobster and steak. I don't gotta worry about no money on. I'm good. You feel me? And this ain't no flex. It's just, don't you at some point want to be able to say, I got it.
Right.
That's it. You want to be, and I'm not saying success is the only thing, because you still got to build yourself internally as a man, right? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. You got 4 lifelines. So I'm not saying it like I'm perfect. I'm not. And I still make bad decisions and poor judgment, but it's mitigated, right? Like, I'm not about to go rob no bank. I'm not about to kill somebody unless I have to, right? I'm talking about like I have to. I'm not putting myself in situations and positions in neighborhoods or people that I know that this could potentially be the outcome. Like, even if it's 50% chance, I'm still like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I think. You know what I mean? And you ain't got to think like me. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? You want people that care about you, people that love you, you want people that hate you. It comes with the territory. We live in life, right? So that's just how it is. But that's my stake on it. And I'm going to touch base on this real quick. And I'm going to leave it alone. This Ravens and Rams game has to be flawless, y'all.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to nitpick and kind of like pull tight on y'all, but I am kind of pulling tight on y'all. Like, leave whatever drama y'all got on the outside. You want to handle that? Y'all handle that on your own time. Just give me 1 day a week of football, bro. Of good, classic, hard-hitting, a little shit talk. But just give me some good football, bro, and nothing else, bro. I don't want to hear about nothing else. Nothing else matter. I don't care about what somebody did, what he didn't say it, how he didn't say it, what he didn't typed on his damn blue app. Bro, just give me 1 day. Give me 1 day. Come play ball. After it's all said and done, you want to throw your life away. You want to go prove your point to another grown man. You want to go do whatever you want to do. You want to go pop out more babies. You want to go sell drugs. Hey, that's your business. But give me 1 day out the week out of 7
Not even a day. You just need like 6 hours. Like,
no, give me a day. Give me a day, because I need you when you wake up. Your mind got to be right.
Right.
The whole day. I need the whole day. Because in that day, if something click in that day and you go to the game and you already off mentally,
yeah,
don't even matter, bro. I need give me the whole 24 hours, dog.
Right.
To sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to me. I promise you, I'll continue to do right by y'all. Just do right by me. That's it, man.
Hey, that's all you can ask for, and you can pray that you get it. So like you said, this game has to go off flawlessly. Just play the game. Go play the game, and someone wins, someone loses, and then go about your night, like Dunk said. But that's pretty much all we have for episode 64. Same time next week, 7 p.m. We'll talk about week 8. Lots of good games this weekend, so make sure you check out the streams on the Facebook pages of the teams. And as always, we'll try to share them as well from the PFA page. Shout out to Chris Cousins. Hope you get feeling better, man. We'll hope to see you back next week. But as always, Dunk, we appreciate you filling in for us. I'm Brian Mitchum, Director of Media Development. As always, you're watching The Rundown. See you next time. Catch us if you can.